Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am unbelievably late by doing this. I was going back and forth whether I would want to set 10 books before the end, and I realised there are 10 books that I would really love to read before the end of the year. I'm not going to stress myself out too much about it because I have so many books to read, but these are the books that just catch my eye, that I'm really excited for, that I think is going to be a great way to end off the year, and that I just keep thinking of and wanting to pick up. And some of them I absolutely must read in December. Some of them I won't be stressed if I don't read it, but I would absolutely love to read these books this month. Well, we haven't actually officially started December yet, but before the end of the year I think it's going to be a great way to cap off the year, and I'm really excited for these, and I think they're going to be phenomenal. So these are the 10 books that I want to read before the end of 2025, which is absolutely insane. I've never done this before, and I'm pretty excited about it because I think these books are just going to be, these all have really strong 5-star vibes, and I've heard nothing but good things, and I just have major FOMO. So the first book on the pick is the most recent addition to the TBR. It's The Lost Requiliquy. I think that's how you say it. The Lost Requiliquy by Lindsay Ellie. It's a book I picked up for my birthday, so really recently, and I literally only picked it up because Sarah Hashem, the author of the Jisard Air duology, recommended it and did a review on the back of it, and I was like, if Sarah recommends it, I'm immediately picking it up because I just trust her with everything. Her books are absolutely phenomenal. She's an author for me. She's a top author ever for me, and if she says this is good, then it's got to be good. And it sounds really interesting. I literally read the back when I was picking my 10 books before the end. It says, "My goddess, my blood mother, my goddamn curse. The devoted lands was once home to many gods. Now after centuries of brutal wars, only Tempestra? Inara, the enduring flame, remains. As a divine warrior, Lys is outwardly loyal to her goddess. If she dreams of..." I'm really good at this. "That's her business. When a routine heretical execution erupts into near-fatal assassination attempt on Tempestra Inara, Lys sees a glimmer of hope for her freedom. Lys is chosen to hunt down the heretics and find the ancient Requiliquy with the power to kill a god. Annoyingly, she is not alone. Paired with Nolan, a warrior from a rival closeteer who is as pious as he is determined, Lys must feign devotion if she has hopes to keep up her own god-killing ambitions within reach. But as they pursue the heretics linked to the assassination, Lys uncovers a world with more possibility and peril than she ever anticipated." If that doesn't sound phenomenal and right up my alley, I don't know what would. I mean, it sounds amazing and I'm really excited, but mostly that flop, I mean, I don't think I have a book floppier than this, and there's something about the texture of this that I love having it in my hand, and I think it's just gonna be such what's the word, satisfying book to read, because the texture and material of this is just so, I don't know, easy. But I'm really excited about this, and this is one I'm really excited to get to. I didn't officially set it on my December TBR, which, thinking about it, I probably should have, but I didn't. But unofficially I'm adding it to my December TBR. I think that this is going to be absolutely amazing, a 5-star read, and it's just really easy to just throw in my bag for when I go away. So either way, this is getting read. Next is A World of Ruin by Rina Vasquez. This is book 3 in the Solarius and Crello trilogy. I loved book 1, read it in one sitting, read it during a 24-hour reading vlog, which you can find on my channel. And then book 2 didn't really call out to me. It was okay. I didn't love it. It was a bit of a disappointing read for the second book in a series that I thought was going to be amazing. Although book 1 wasn't a 5-star, but it had really strong plot lines and characters, and I really enjoyed it. But then book 2 kind of let me down. And there's one element that I kind of thought we were working up to. It didn't end up happening, and I was just a bit confused how it was going to wrap up in a third book, because it's a trilogy, if that one element was so highly hinted at and kind of seemed inevitable, then didn't end up happening towards the end of the book, so I was a bit confused. This has dragon shifters, a kick-ass FMC who was really manipulated in the beginning of her life and chose to take a path to get vengeance, but then uncovered this plot where everything wasn't as it seems, and there was secrets and mysteries, and kind of switched sides, and now she's working for this other side, and the world is on her shoulders, and she's kind of like the savior now, no matter growing up hating these people. So kind of just want to wrap up the series within 2025. I think it'll be one less book series that I'm in the middle of, and then it'll be good to have just read all the books in the same year. And yeah, it's surprising with me owning all the books that I have not yet picked book 3 up like straight away after picking up book 2, but I was just so disappointed with book 2. I wanted to give it a bit of time to cool down before I picked up book 3. Hopefully book 3 is better. I don't know, I'll have to see, but I mean, either way, it's an easy, fun read, and I just don't take it too seriously. I feel like there was very much a disconnect between me and the characters within book 2, so I don't know how I'm going to feel going into book 3. Next is, of course, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This has had such a resurgence on BookTok, Bookstagram, BookYouTube recently, and I have never read an Andy Weir book. I love sci-fi. I have watched The Martian and I absolutely love the movie, but I've never read any of his books. So when I saw Project Hail Mary, people recommending it, people talking about it, it's the best book of the year, I was like, okay, I think it's time. I think this is my sign to pick up an Andy Weir book, get back into sci-fi, read something a bit different, take a break from romanticities that I've been absolutely binging for the longest time, and just kind of discover his books and see if I like it, and then I can read The Martian. I actually had to go on a hunt to find this cover because I don't like the movie cover that they've come out with recently since the movie was announced. So I ended up ordering this from France, and it's in English. But it sounds really good, and if it's anything like The Martian and the plotline of that, I think this is something I'm going to really enjoy. And then I think I'm going to add The Martian to my 26 books to read in 2026, because I would love to read the movie. I would love to read the book after having watched the movie. And then hopefully by then the movie comes out. I think it comes out in 2026. I'm not entirely sure, to be quite honest. I think sci-fi movies take a long time to film, so it might not be. But there's also Artemis, which I think is a very short novel by Andy Weir as well. So yeah, definitely want to read more Andy Weir books if I like this one. Well, at the back it says, a lone astronaut, an impossible mission, an ally he never imagined. Project Hail Mary is a tale of discovery, speculation and survival to rival The Martian, while taking us to places it never dreamed of going. Wait, do I need to read The Martian first? I really hope not. It says Project Hail Mary, Artemis, and then The Martian on the back, on the cover here. I think they're just all standalone, so I don't think it matters what order you read them in, but if I like this, I definitely will read The Martian next and then Artemis. But yeah, this is definitely a book I'm going to read this year. Okay, Eternal Ruin by Tigris Germar. I am so excited about this. I read Immortal Dark in January, and I think it's going to be an amazing way to cap off the year by reading book 2 in December and having another 5-star read, because if it's anything like Immortal Dark, I think I'm going to really, really enjoy it. I absolutely love books with vampires, and this is no different, and the way it takes the vampires and the world it's built, it's like an urban fantasy, I guess. It's set in a modern world, and I just would love to dive in deeper into these characters, and now that we've kind of had them introduced and they know each other, I would love to see how their relationship progresses and the mystery progresses and everything that happened after book 1 takes place, because it was quite a crazy ride towards the end of book 1, and I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be really, really good. I mean, I'm surprised not more people talk about these books. I haven't seen anyone talk about it, but it's absolutely phenomenal. If you love modern worlds with vampires and secret societies and mysteries and things you don't see coming, this is definitely the book for you. And book 2 is out and it's so pretty, so definitely recommend. Brimstone by Callie Hart. Yeah, I haven't picked this up yet. I was intending, well actually no, I never really had the intention to pick it up straight away, but with the way I'm dodging spoilers at the moment, I really have to read this quite quickly. I am currently reading Melissa K. Roerich's Universe first. I'm doing a reread of the Lady of Darkness series and then diving into the Legacy series for rereads in anticipation of the 4th book. So while I'm doing that, and it's quite a long series to read, I didn't want to pick this up because I think that this book needs to be read with all my focus, and I do want to reread Quicksilver before diving in. So I do want to try and read this in December because the way dodging spoilers and reviews is so hard, but I don't know. I'm reading Lady of Darkness quite quickly, so I think it is possible that I could read this. I don't know, but I do really want to read this really quickly. I just don't want other people's reviews to kind of influence the way I go into this book. I want to go into this book knowing nothing of anyone's opinion, because I really love Quicksilver. It was one of my best books of the year. And when I read it in 2023, I think, it can't have been 2024, could it? I don't know, when she was first indie published, and I absolutely adore it. I can't wait to see more of Kingfisher and more of Cyrus. I don't know how to say her name. So it's like a really highly anticipated read for me, but the timing clashed with my reread because I did it so late, so it still hasn't been read. Okay, To Cage a Wild Bird by Brooke Fast. This was my November Fairy Romantasy book. I am not really gonna be stressed if I don't read this in December, but it's kind of been a book that's been calling out to me. It sounds really good. It's about a deadly prison, a forbidden romance, a fight for survival. In the city of Divium, the law is simple. Commit a crime and your punishment is a life sentence in Endlock. Raventhorn is Divium's most notorious bounty hunter, living on the edge of society, but when her younger brother Jed is sentenced to Endlock, Raven will do anything to save him, even if it means getting herself arrested. Trapped in a prison where danger lurks around every corner, Raven must use all her cunning and strength to protect Jed and herself. If she is to complete her perilous mission, but there is one obstacle she never expected, the prison guard who stirs something deep inside her, the man she should hate, the man whose true motives seem possible to pin down. In a world where trust is a weapon and love is a liability, Raven can't afford for her heart to get involved. And this edition is absolutely stunning. I've heard really, really good things, and I'm really anticipating this, and I think it's going to be a really amazing read. I really had no intention of picking this up when it was first announced, but then it was my very deep romantasy book pick, and I was like, this is a perfect way to pick up a new author. This is her debut novel, and again, I've heard really good things, so I'm pretty excited about this, and I do hope to get to this. I do have a lot of time in December to do some reading before I go on holiday, so I think this is going to be one that I'll be able to get to. One that absolutely must be read before the end of the year is The Wolf King, which actually needs to be read before the 11th of December because the Fairy Loot is releasing the sale date, because Fairy Loot will be releasing the special edition of this, and I really want to know if I like this before buying that. And I've heard such amazing things. It's got a love triangle, it's got werewolves. I've been really wanting to pick up more books with werewolves because it was like a teen thing. I would read lots of Wattpad novels with werewolves, and I just think it's so nostalgic to go back to reading werewolf books. And again, I've heard really, really good things. People seem to really, really love this. The Night Prince, which is book 2, comes out in February, and I think I could have a lot of fun with this. I think this is a really strong potential 5-star, and it says, I want to mark you as mine, and I can think of countless ways I could do it. Countless ill-advised, highly pleasurable ways I would do it. I don't really want to read what this book is about. I kind of want to go into this blind. I know it's got werewolves, I know it's got a love triangle that was spoiled to me by Wayward, which I didn't really want to know that, but it is what it is. Yeah, and I just want to read more werewolf novels, so this is a really strong pick, and I think this is going to be really, really fun and really great, and I'm just going to flow through it, and I feel like this is what I'm going to end up reading on sittings, so I love those. And next is Nevermore by Miranda Lynn. I need to read this. I need to get over my fear of this being over and these characters being done with these character stories, because I loved Nevermore so much, like so much. And to know that this series is over, because it's an interconnected series of standalones and duologies, with this one being a duology, and I'm scared for the beginning half of this book, because the way book 1 ended absolutely floored me, absolutely broke me. couldn't believe that was the turn it took, and I'm just really scared for the first half of this book to figure out what's going to happen. I have theories and ideas of what's going to happen, and that there are things that we don't know, and that's why it took the turn, and you know, things aren't what they seem. But I'm still really scared, and I have no idea, and I feel so bad for this character because she was just destroyed. Is that a spoiler? So yeah, I've been absolutely dying to get to it, but I just keep putting it off, and I just need to get over it and pick this up. So if you have not picked up Miranda Lynn's Neversky series, you absolutely have to. You're missing out on so much. This world is so expansive, it's so immersive, these characters have so much depth and so many things going on, and you really don't ever know what Miranda Lynn is going to do with you while you're reading this book. It's just chock full of plot twists, jaw-dropping moments. It makes you want to cry and scream into a pillow or stare sightlessly at the wall. You never really know what's going to happen or how this is going to break you, but it's phenomenal. Okay, last but not least, The Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance, and obviously A Dawn of Chaos and Fury. This is going to be read this year. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. I read the first 2 books in the Legacy series ages ago. When book 3 came out, after the way book 2 destroyed me with the cliffhanger, I was like, I'm not doing this again, and then waiting for book 4. So instead I decided I'm going to wait for book 4 to come out, and then I'm just going to reread this entire universe from beginning to end, starting with the Lady of Darkness series, and that way I can do my reread of the Lady of Darkness series, which I love to do every year, and then read books 3 and 4 and get it destroyed, but then be able to pick up the final book and, you know, hope for a happily ever after. Yeah, I don't know if you've not read the Lady of Darkness series, if you've not read the Legacy series, you're in for a wild ride, and at least you've got all 4 books to read, because book 4 literally came out today. But yeah, it was really hard to read book 1 and then have a wait for book 2, then read book 2 and then have a wait for book 3, and I was like, I'm just not doing it anymore. It hurts too much, I can't get over it, and I just find myself constantly thinking about the way it ends. So yeah, absolutely not ready to be destroyed. I am gonna do a reading vlog reading the Lady of Darkness series and the Legacy series, which will be out. Lady of Darkness series will be out first, the reading vlog, and then Legacy series will come out next. Get ready for a lot of crying, sobbing, laughing, kicking my feet up, a lot more sobbing, and not really knowing what to do with myself, because book 3 I know is going to be the worst before book 4 before I pick up book 4. So I'm going to be raw. You're going to see it all. It's not going to be a fun time for me. It's probably going to be entertaining for you, but I'm really going to be going through it. So really looking forward to that. I'm actually absolutely dreading it, but excited for it at the same time. It's, yeah. So those will be out at some point in December. Wish me luck. Absolutely wish me luck, because Melissa Hedrock really knows how to destroy you, build you back up, and then destroy you all over again, and you never really know what you're getting into. Like, I understand why they're best friends, because they are devious, cunning masters at their works, and they absolutely really love to put their readers through it. So looking forward to that, and yeah, those are the 10 books that I want to read before the end of the year. Wish me luck. I don't really know what to tell you. It's gonna be a feat to read all 10 of these books. I'll tell you that much. It's gonna be a lot of reading, which I love, so looking forward to that. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if any of these books are on your 10 before the end, or what books are on your 10 before the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.